Okay, so we're on the move again. Still know some more spots, so let's keep moving. Let's go and have a look and see what else is happening a bit further along. All the areas where we looked at when we first got here today, they're all starting to flood out a lot worse than what they were when I walked through them. Okay, so that little bridge there is going over the little streams that go through the middle. Even some of them are quite deep. We're going to go left and we're going to have a look at some of the bigger rivers and see what they're doing. Lovely skies in the distance there. Oh, these whole woods and stuff to the left and right are completely flooded out, but I'm on a main road, so I can't really show you too well, which is a shame. Got people overtaking me because I'm trying to have a look, but I might try and set up the camera at a different angle and we'll have a look at it as we're going along. It's completely flooded on both sides. Really, really full. So we're at the next spot. Now I know just down the side of the wall here, you can normally go down and fish, so no, we're not going down there. We're going off the top of the bridge. Normally you can go down there, but all the debris come down the river and blocked it all off. But again, this is normally a tiny little stream, and you're not going to believe how much water has come out of this river. We'll just show you here and here, and then I'll show you what's happening just down the road, which is crazy. You've seen me here before. The water's actually touching that walkway that goes across the bridge there. Look. It's pretty deep. But you wait and see how much water has come out into these fields. This field on the left and on the right, as far down as you can see, just look like massive lakes. And normally you can get in and walk along the sides, but there's nowhere to go. It's absolutely flooded over. Couldn't be any more flooded if it dried, apart from literally up on the road where we are now, which it probably will be at high tide. Look at that, you would think it was a lake, wouldn't you? And if it was, that would be a lovely lake, but it's not. It's just meant to be fields. It's unbelievable. It just goes on and on and on. As far as you can possibly see. Big flocks of birds are going across. Same on this side of the road. It's just completely and utterly flooded out. Depths unknown, but knowing the area, that goes into a dip on these fields, so they're pretty deep. The old car sitting there. It's any trouble around this area, there's nowhere to park and show you what's going on, so I had to just sort of pull up on the side of the road in a sort of safe position. But when I came through last time, between here, across the road and to that bit there, this road was all joined together. These fields are all joined. I mean, just on the side here, that's well over my boots. As far as I can see, and I can literally see miles in the distance, there's just loads and loads and loads of water. I say, if this was a lake, I'd fish it. It looks lovely. but that's someone's field, and that's where their cattle normally are. There's normally cows and pigs and horses and stuff around this area. Keep making me feel like, oh, is a carp going to jump over there somewhere, or, you know, that's what it looks like. Just gives you that feeling of, you know, a lake and big fish and crazy. Let's have a look over this side as well. The old feet and legs are getting sore. Been walking for miles and miles and miles now. I know just a bit further down here there's another, where that white bridge is, that's another river it runs across, and that's obviously joining all this lot as well. You see these gates are normally an entrance to the field for the farmers. How deep are they? Pretty much knees. I feel like I need to cast out. Put some bait in. Looks nice, and if, like I say, if it was meant to be there, then that should be really nice, but it's not. It's lots and lots and lots of extra water. Crazy amounts. To be fair, the videos quite often don't do it justice. There's so much more. When you obviously get the idea, hundreds of acres of fields, 2, 3, 4 foot deep. That's a lot of extra water. All these little bits down the edges there are just normally tiny, tiny little ditches. And this bridge here, you've actually seen me fish off here before on the channel. And that tiny little stream has got them reeds down either side. And now it's a raging river. Oh wow. That is very, very different to what it normally looks like. I'll see if I can dig out some pictures and show you what this normally looks like, because that's normally tiny. If you look further down there where it's burst, that's literally just going into the fields, and that's pouring in like a waterfall. I can't get close enough to show you, which is a shame. Let's have a go. That's absolutely shifting under the bridge. Woohoo! It's not even a quarter of the depth of this normally. You can normally just walk down the side of this little stream quite nicely. So it's coming out of the other river up the top end, going through these fields, coming out through here and then back into this river again, going round under this ridge, down the end of this river and back into the fields the other side. So it's basically doing circles. It's fairly deep. Fairly deep. Oh, the strength of the flow is unbelievable. It's pushing me to the side. Cool. That is shocking. It really is pushing me. Pretty crazy to see us just flying into the river side. It's also going out and over the other side as well, but yeah, I'm quite shocked actually to how powerful this little stream is. Oh, it's more a stream, as you know, but cool. If I'm not really careful, that's going to have me over. It's literally that powerful. Oh. So yeah, what I was doing is coming out the river up there, going across these fields, flying through these fields, going down across through this river, and then up here on the other side of the road. That river's obviously going under this road. That's absolutely flying through there. This side is normally a tiny little stream. When I mean a tiny little stream, that looks absolutely crazy to be fair. What I'll do is I'll put a bit of footage in showing you when I'm fishing here, and that's normally just a few weeds, a tiny little bit of trickle of water, and not a lot, a bit of sand. So I'll add a bit of footage to this so you can see what it normally looks like. Yeah, look how crazy that is. That's going down there, and that's just going to the right and into them fields. This field at high tide is normally completely covered as well. That's just a crazy amount of water. Over this side, which is the opposite side of the river to what we just looked at, there's another field, and this is just looks like a big lake again. It's crazy. This is the little bridge, but normally there's nothing there. Normally that's like pretty much dried up, not worth worrying about. Now it's a big lake. Quite crazy to see, to be honest. As far as I can see that way, it's just burst and burst and burst. There's no other areas that are not covered in water. The further I go that way, the more it's burst again. So what we'll do is we'll jump in the car, we'll head that way a bit further, we'll see what we get. We're starting to run out of light now. We've been here a good few hours getting all the footage. I've got a half a mile walk back to the car, so I'll get back to the car and then we'll start going that way. We're getting back down towards the car now, and as you can clearly see, that's literally all getting deeper by the minute. Water's rushing in like mad. The car's just down there now. See it in the distance there. All these areas are filling up more and more, and they're deeper than what they were when I showed you a little while ago. Well, I say a little while ago, it's probably a good hour or so ago when I was up here. Got to do all the different areas and see all the different stuff. As you can see, it's starting to fill the roads up now. I went on the roads a little while ago. It's overflowing through the ditches, through the sides, filling up the roads. It's actually getting down there towards the car. Would have been puddles around the car if I'd have been much longer. Right, so this is the situation bit further down the road. Again, that looks like I'm just walking up to a lake, don't it? It's not a lake. It's completely flooded out field. Where I'm walking is actually normally covered in water. You can probably see it's gone down quite a lot, but there's still absolutely loads to see. There's a heron over there, look. You can see a heron flying across. It's pretty deep, and the main little stream is normally up the top here. It's normally just a little stream that goes under the bridge. As you can see, it's already overflowing. It's getting quite deep already. And this tiny little stream is normally a stream. Again, there's another raging river. There's no way to explain it. I know I keep saying they're raging rivers, but if you knew what they're really like when they're normally just trickling through the fields, just tiny little bridges. It's quite crazy to see, to be honest. I'm going to put you down for a sec here and oh, that's a bit of a sight, really, to be fair. And then that's going down that area. Which we'll walk up onto the top of this area here so I can show you. Get a bit of height. Again, this is meant to be a tiny stream, and as you can see, that's just running straight into that field across there, and that's a massive lake. The whole field's pretty deep. It's burst at the end there, it's coming this way as well, covering all them fields there as well. Quite bad, really, quite bad. That's a bit more than major flooding, that's absolutely crazy. And if you can imagine, that was all up on here and on this grass as well, only yesterday. And probably will be again as the tides come up. Let's head our way over to that bridge over that area. We've got to walk all the way around because the way to get through is up there and then right onto the river. So I'll see you again on the bridge. So we're up on the bridge, and once I show you in a minute, on the opposite side of the road, you'll agree this is definitely way more than major flooding. We cross the road. Normally you can walk along a path, but I'm not even going to attempt it because it's not there. Normally just a stream. It's now just a raging current. So normally you can go down here, which you can do. You can get onto the path, but you can only walk a few steps and you're in very deep water. But we'll have a little look. Ooh. The gate was all swollen up, I think, but it had water around it. So yeah, we can get onto the path, which is here. And that's it. As far as we can walk. Normally you can go off that way. But it gives us a good view of how crazy it is going under the bridge. Bear in mind, this is all extra water. That's so easy to get used to just thinking that's how I'm meant to be there, but It's not. I can see by the speed of this going through there, I ain't walking through there. I don't think, anyway. We put our feet in, but... Oh! Look at the speed that's hitting my boots. That's some serious flow. Oh! I'm going to try and walk across. Which we're going to be able to do by the looks of it, just. And the trouble is, it's getting deeper the further I go, and I've got to get back across there, so need to be sensible. But to be fair, we're running out of light anyway, so we're not going to be able to go too much further. I think we're cut off at the end here anyway. Look at that lot. Wow is just an understatement. That's it. That's as far as it's going to let me walk along there, which is fair enough. What I was expecting, I think. Ooh. I'm in the river again, but so we've got, whoa, we've got to be seriously careful. Ooh. Managed to pass through the river there. You can see through these gaps the fields are completely full, as is all of this where we're going along here. Cool. I'm running out of energy. I know that much, but I ain't done yet. I'm carrying big stands and stuff today, that's the trouble. So it's even more heavier than what it normally is. I'm hoping to get around the other side of these trees and then be in the open a little bit and be able to look around a bit. Oh, we can now see into this field on this side. There's a lot happening, there's a lot of trees and stuff being cut down over there. This big old tree here is not even normally in the water. It's all in the river walking now. If I go any further down that way, which is not safe, I don't think. I know for sure out in the middle of that river there is way too deep for me to walk. But I think you get the idea and you can see what's happening. It's definitely been an adventure today. Whoa, it's way above my knees here. It's deep here. That's where the two fields are normally joining across there, you see. Yeah, I think we definitely won't go any further than that, I don't think. Because otherwise I've got to walk down, once I've finished and stop filming, I've got to walk down the river in the dark as I walk back to the car. Which could be quite dangerous if I get too deep. Wonder how many fish are up on the pathways and in the fields and stuff along here. Again, these rivers are really good for chub and the odd barbel. Some nice roach, perch, rudd. There's all sorts in these rivers when you can find them. They're not easy to find, don't get me wrong, they can be a pain to find. You get the odd pike. So we're not sure where everyone's viewing from, but obviously from what I can tell in the comments and stuff, and when I talk to people, that's literally all over the country and sometimes all over the world. So let me know what's happening in your areas. Have you got flooding like this? Have you got worse? Have you got less? Are people getting evacuated out of your homes and stuff like that? Are your fields full like this? 2, 3, 4 foot deep? Just be nice to know what's happening with everyone else. Oh, this area is looking pretty deep now. We do some passes, don't we? Whoa. The flow is so powerful. I'll show you as best I can. You see the power of that? When I put it around my legs, look at that. Absolutely flying through it. I'm standing here at my knees, and that is quite powerful. Oh, we are getting across, but yeah, if you're not steady on your feet, I wouldn't recommend that. That was rocking me all over the place. So we're a bit further down the road now, and as you can see, same story. Fields are full. Running out of light now, so I'm doing my best just to get you the last of the footage I can. I'd like to go across the road here and have a look as well, because this one just looks like a big carp lake. It's very deep. We did just go for a walk through there, but for some reason that didn't come out. We did have a little wander along the side of there, but as you can see, it's just pretty crazy all the way along. Just down here there's 2 more little white bridges, and that's sort of the end of the main little rivers. But as far as you can see in the fields, both sides of the road, and as far down clearly as possible, it's just well underwater. Yeah, we came through, but as you can see here, you can go down and walk through, but basically just shows you the edges of the flooding. And I couldn't walk in very deep because straight away it was past my knees and up to my waist, and that was it. Ran out of being able to walk. Again, that's just unbelievable because the little rivers are tiny. This person's property down here is actually flooded on their side as well. You'll see the river here. You'll probably be able to imagine it's just a small river normally. Just normally 2 sides, very shallow, and not really much to it. It just flows through and goes into the fields down that way, but no, that's crazy. All that person's garden is completely flooded out up to that house. All down them areas, and then across the road, the river looks like it's 5 times the size that should be, because it is. It's just crazy. And the thing is, there's actually more and more of it. If I went over to the You see where the headlights of the cars are coming along that road there. That's the main road. Over the other side of that, where all these streams just carry on, it's the same story all the way along. Fields are just absolutely full. What's happening in here? Let's have a look in here. Again, as you can see, it feels like lakes. Unbelievable. Surprising what water can do when there's too much of it. It can just go wherever it wants and you don't stop it. Unless you spend millions of pounds on lots of defences, which no one wants to do. So we're back in the car. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Yeah, video wise, not obviously the flooding wise is not good for people, but hope you actually enjoyed the video. I'll see you all soon in another one. I'm now gonna have a drink, put all my filming gear away. I'm already out of me waders and stuff. I've just got me trainers and stuff to put back on to drive back. I'm gonna pack everything up, as I say, and then I've got an hour and a half drive back. So I'll see you all soon in the next video. Thanks for watching again. Bye for now.